hit while you're coughing, even though you're in a domain, especially it's an automatic death blow.
Gotcha. I like what you just did there, Chris. You already seem like one of us. That question that you asked is very what we do, man. So yeah, that's like, share, subscribe, share the live, get 5. What's 5, you ask? Well, that's the 5 pillars of this glorious thing we call nerddom: movies, comics, anime/animation, manga, and art. The 5 pillars. I am your host, XL. I'm here with
like
hold on. Why you move my man? Who moved my man? I just moved him over here. Don't know why you moved my homie, man.
This is my homie, bro.
Hey, you see next to me, so that's my homie. So
we got power. See,
extraterrestrial.
Chris, hold on. So Chris, we can't cuss for the first 8 minutes of the show. I don't know if you would cuss or not, but that's how it goes. Right?
I will follow your lead. I will.
Okay,
I will do this.
They gonna break it anyway. They gonna break it.
It won't be me.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be me. That's all I know.
But if you need someone to break it, I got you. Just want to let you know that. Just give me like a ski yeet.
So I am sitting next to Power Extraterrestrial Impact.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah, got your ass.
Hold up,
he just got it. He just broke it.
No, I did. I'm talking about a donkey.
No, we're not doing that.
Donkey of the day.
No, you're the donkey of the day.
Hey, I'm a scoop past.
There you go.
Y'all hooligans, and introduce our special guest for the evening, C-Dub Art, aka Chris Williams, artist. What is that? Philadelphia's own? Is that where you're from? But that's where you at.
I'm from a borough like outside of it, Norristown.
Okay.
But like I'm pretty much Philly. That's like nobody knows Norristown, so it's Philly.
Yeah.
You know Freeway?
Rapper?
Yeah. He's talking about the rapper.
Hey, you black? So you got.
Was there another context to this? I don't know.
No, I say some random stuff.
Because you're black. Because you're black. You feel like all black people know each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so
I know Freeway. I know of him.
Hey, better than Bobby over there on the other side.
Early.
Santo and Spy Man Rocks down at the bottom. What's up, fellas? Hey, we're gonna share this live. Let's share the live. So just pass it to 5 nerds that you know. Dig in your back pocket and find 5 nerds that you know, and go ahead and share the live with them, because I'm pretty sure they know words like Saitama. Can you say some? Can you give us some nerd names, Chris? Hit us with some nerd names. Yeah, just nerddom. I see you got some stuff in the back. We're gonna go through your stuff in a little bit. You know. I've seen it out the corner of my eyes.
That's my favorite stuff to do right there.
Hey, we gotta do this.
Go in your refrigerator.
So some nerd names.
I like old school. So like I'm an old school like 80s, 90s anime dude. So Fist of North Star.
Okay.
Have you heard that before?
Yeah. I mean, JoJo's transcends. So you got JoJo's, which goes from 80s all the way. That's kind of a cheat.
My boy.
Yeah, Guyver. I don't know if y'all know.
Guyver. Yeah, okay. So Guyver is actually in the logo of the Rebellion 5. So yeah. Guyver, of course. Yeah.
Oh, y'all have my respect now. Y'all got my respect now. Like,
it was busy. Get busy with
Guyver.
Yeah. Hey, so
I'm waiting on him to say one thing.
One Piece.
One Piece.
I see some Super Saiyan God mode hair back there. It looked like.
Y'all want to just jump in? Can we just
hold on?
Can we just jump in? Can we just jump in? You mind if we just come in? You come in your crib real quick, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see. We need to see some of that. Man.
Yeah, the nigga got. Look, I see Goku back there.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a few.
Galactus.
I got the Galactus stuff in there.
You got Magneto back there. Yeah, look at it.
Is that some Spider-Man at the bottom?
Hey,
The
Spider-Man
tallest
hold
action
on.
figure ever created. The
You
tallest
gotta
action
let
figure
him.
ever created.
You gotta let him show you, man. You can't just be barging all in through his stuff and yeah, y'all got the stuff on the floor and stuff. Watch out.
Hey,
Back it
yo,
up. Go ahead. Go
we
ahead,
for
Chris.
sure, did the Rick James. Nice house, nigga.
Yeah. Get
Go
your feet
ahead,
off
man.
my couch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, don't be coming up in here bombarding. I mean, I like to customize too. So
Okay.
Fire.
like, let me see what I got. Like, I got stuff in front of my desk right now. So like this is a like a Marvel Legends figure.
Hmm.
Like
Fire.
Marvel has their Justice League. I think it's called the Squadron Supreme or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this was their Power Princess. I turned it into Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Fire.
Fire.
So, like she's usually all black. So
Oh,
I turned
dope.
her into Wonder Woman. You know, so
Fire.
I do a little bit of everything. You know, I got my Street Fighter, got my Street Fighter Ryu.
That's lit.
Fire.
I mean,
So you're an artist
got a
all the
little.
way around. You do the
I
art,
try to be,
everything.
man.
Oh, fire.
I got that Apocalypse. I got the in the
Yeah.
Apocalypse, yeah.
in the
that's fire.
MVC colors. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you like us, nigga.
So let me tell you. So something dropped that kind of had everybody in a frenzy. A trailer drop. A Quiet Place Day One drop.
Mhm.
What y'all think? What y'all think about that? I'll go to you first, Chris. What you think about that trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer yet, so this is news to me. A
Okay.
Oh,
Quiet Place. This is like a prequel.
it's
Yeah.
day one.
Yes.
So go ahead,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby's our horror enthusiast, so I'm gonna let him kind
yeah,
of explain
yeah,
what he saw.
yeah. So basically, so it's supposedly the first day that the aliens actually come to Earth, and it hits New York City. There's a Lupita. How you say her last name?
Nuango.
Yeah,
Young Go.
Nuongo. Yeah, she's in there, and Dimanjan Hansun. Is that how you say his name too?
Daija,
I,
Daijman
Daejon yeah, yeah, he's in there.
Daishaman.
One of
Yeah,
them dark
Dice
niggas.
Mans. Yeah.
One of them dark niggas. There we go. Let's just go
Go
there.
ahead.
Oh, Black.
It looks fucking terrifying, like that explosion that just. But like, imagine if he was there, and my boy put something in my ear, and what if she's deaf? That's the reason why she was able to kind of like being a mute and everything. I don't know. I'm excited from what I see. Now, there's always such thing as good trailers, but people make excellent trailers.
Like
I
DC.
hey, and I'll fool you every time. So that's just a trailer. I don't know about how I feel about keep redoing the same thing. I guess John Krasinski, the dude that played in part one, and that directed and wrote the movie, um, he sold the property. He sold his IP to Michael Bay Studio. So hearing all those things together, I'm just like, and then this is a newer director. I don't know. I'm here for it. I think y'all. You want to see another Quiet Place 2, Chris? I mean, Quiet
I
Place
mean,
3. It would be one basically.
yeah. Quiet Place 3, the prequel 0. Yeah, I got you. Uh,
You had to
I
look it
mean,
up.
like the first two were crazy. You know what I mean? And John Krasinski, he's dope as a director, and we've seen other movies where like it might have the flavor of Michael Bay, but just because it's Michael Bay studio doesn't mean it's gonna be Michael Bay directed, obviously. So that's not the same thing.
Yeah,
So my worry of that would be like it's like too bombastic in all the wrong ways. It loses all its subtlety, um,
yeah,
which makes it scary. Subtlety makes stuff scary. So you lose that. Like Michael Bay, I don't necessarily equate that with that, but it's just a studio. It's not the director. So I got a little bit of hope there. You know, it might still do what it needs to do.
Bobby, where you at?
I'm interested in it, but I mean, they might have went to the well too many times. I mean, it looks all right from the trailer.
Ross, did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
What you think?
I think it looks good from the trailer. I always wanted to see how it started, so now I'm finally getting that. So I'll be watching it.
What if they just showed up? Like, it wasn't really nothing. Like, how it started was how it started in the first one. Like,
It looked
what
like
if
they
it's the
just
same?
showed up. Like, but it looked like they got dropped off. That's what it looked like to me.
Like, hey, this is my stop, fam. I'm good.
Yeah, like a nigga was like go down there and handle that. Like we'll be back type shit. Just go down there and get it ready for us. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hey, they was like, damn, these niggas is loud. Let me check these niggas up.
Waking up the whole universe, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, you,
Hey, that ass whooping.
what they in
Yeah,
New York
ass
too?
whooping.
Hey, them,
Yeah,
them,
it's New York.
them deaf niggas got it though.
Yeah, they said them niggas down there louder than the motherfucker on Earth.
Yeah. What is that sound?
Hey, so there was a fucking piece of X-Men 97 that dropped. So Chris, have you heard about the X-Men 97 remake of the old 90s cartoon? How they're
Oh
doing
yeah,
it?
no, that's my joint. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking for it. Except I don't know if I like the direction that the animation
What you mean
style.
by that? Oh, okay.
Uh,
So that's what I was about to drop a bomb on them. It's CGI.
Yikes.
well, the
It's
same
CGI.
CGI, the same that was in the What If series, right? The
What
same
if? Yeah.
style. It seemed like that same
Yeah.
style that's in the What If series.
I'm cool.
I'm a little
on that.
disappointed. I'm a little
Yeah,
disappointed.
let What If have their own thing because I really don't like What If, but season two got some heat in there. But let them have their shit, like you know what I'm saying. I'm cool on that, bro.
Yeah, they missed the whole 97 with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
I'm thinking 97. I'm thinking like original drawn art comic.
hand
You know,
drawn. Yeah, like
exactly,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying.
Nah, they said nah. We gonna sneak some in there on you.
So Chris,
That's
I've
great.
been waiting all motherfucking week to ask you this question. What you think about the AI and shit like that, and like CGI and
I don't
hey,
know if
let's
y'all want me
go,
to
man.
get started on that.
Yeah, let's get it popping, man. I've been wanting to
Let's
ask you
get
that.
it.
I've been wanting to
Well,
ask you that, bro.
let's put it this
I gotta
way.
get a
You know what I
sound
mean?
bill.
I'm an artist, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
this directly affects me, and not
Mm.
just in concept, but in practice. In that one of my first introductions to like put my art online and get an audience was through the website called deviantart.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know about that.
Familiar
And
with that.
I don't know, are y'all familiar?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. So that was my first start, and I was really apprehensive to get on there in the first place. This was like
Mhm.
08 when I first started. And so I was cool, and it was like a really great place for me to put my stuff up there. Then all of a sudden, it starts changing. The ownership started changing for the company of DeviantArt because they stopped focusing on showcasing art, and they wanted to like we need to make this a money making thing. So
Right.
as soon as it transitioned into that, I knew something was up. And so what happened after that was I started getting messages saying like they're trying to promote it like hey, uh congratulations, we're opting you in for to have your art featured in so and so and this whatever.
Mhm.
And then that turned out to
Mhm.
be the AI stuff. They were opting our art into AI
Wow.
data sets. And
Wow.
they gave you an option to turn it off, but if you didn't do it at a certain time or a certain way, then you had to go into each piece and turn it off manually or whatever like that. They
Mhm.
offered all this stuff at the same time. They didn't even like, so it was almost designed for you to like, for it to not be easy. Like they just wanted to
Right.
do it. And so from there, I had to leave it alone. Then all of a sudden, that's when I started hearing about all these other AI art generators, Midjourney, and
Mm-hmm.
Lion, whatever, and like Dolly, all that stuff. And then the whole big controversy came. We started seeing like, artists are calling this stuff out. You start seeing these images where people's signatures are embedded in the AI
Right.
stuff. And
Mhm.
Right.
then all of a sudden, everybody and their mama want to act like they got a legitimate opinion on art and how AI art is no different than actual art. It's like y'all so ignorant,
It's
y'all don't even know
totally
the
different.
difference.
Yeah. It's
You
something
don't
called
even know how
effort.
the human brain works. Like
Yeah.
it's
Totally
just
different.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with the fact like I do think AI art is cool for what it's intended to be used for. I don't appreciate that it steals people's art. That's one thing that I don't like about AI because without people's art, the AI wouldn't be able to create anything because what it
Mhm.
does is it takes all of this art from all of these people and it kind of like
Mhm.
mashes it up and creates its own
Mhm.
shit. Like, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't, if anything, the AI should have enough intelligence to credit the artist that it's stealing from. You know what I'm saying? So, for one, that's the reason that I don't like it. But for two, being a somewhat of an artist myself, I can draw. And I do character design. sometimes I do get like a writer's block when I'm drawing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll feed the AI random words. You know what I'm saying? Scythe, cape, hooded nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Black
fire.
ass boy.
Yeah, like, and it'll give me concept art. And
Leave
you
that
know what
out.
I'm saying? And from there, you know what I'm saying? I got some groundwork that I can start drawing from. So I do appreciate it for
That's
that.
crazy.
But yeah, the whole stilling art shit is crazy.
Resident Evil.
Hey,
Finals?
yeah,
That's cool.
So you're what? Let me. So hand drawn animation. You feel the same way about that when it comes to CGI stuff?
Yeah, I mean that's a preference. Obviously, I don't think it's the same as AI art unless AI art is being introduced into the CGI. Not all CGI has AI art, obviously, and there's a lot of AI art technically that has already been implemented in a lot of stuff we see. We just don't know about it because it's used in subtle ways and it's been that way for years. But it's just the disingenuousness of it all. It's like the misconception of it, like it feels like a grift because AI art isn't even AI. It's not even AI. It's artificial intelligence. AI art is not AI. It's machine. It's a machine learning tool.
Right.
I mean, it still needs some human. It still needs human input in order for it to function.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
needs
AI.
it needs a prompt. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not even what it is saying it. That's for marketing purposes. It's a grift.
Right. Right.
It's not for artists. So it doesn't lend itself to creativity. It's it's a marketing gimmick for like tech people and major companies to bypass the creative element that they have to pay
Right.
in order to
Right.
make more money and not credit the actual artists. It's to exploit artists and make the big companies rich. That's what it is. And so when it starts, when I start seeing stuff like that, that's when I start like looking at you funny. You know what I mean? Like you're not really like this ain't really what you're saying it is. Like, come on now. Like we've seen this before.
That's real.
Damn. Uh, I say just burn it down. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go burn it down.
Oh, AI.
Yeah, nigga,
Anarchy.
just like, yeah. Because I miss some of the beautifulness of when I see it. It's just like so captured. Like your work, by the way, I love your work. You're dope, man. And I see when it comes to like animators, like what they're doing over in One Piece right now. Just watching that, it's something to behold. Like hand drawn animation. It's just like there's nothing better than a talented artist getting busy, man. And it's kind of terrible that they're stealing, remaking, and man, that's a rough space to be in, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's even rougher when you got people that you would think are on your side and they're advocating for this stuff. They don't even know what they're really advocating for. It's like at the end of the day, like it's just like y'all was saying earlier, like, yeah, it's cool to look at, but that's the thing, like, yeah, like it doesn't go further beyond that. It's cool to look at, but what about the functionality of it? What about like how is it made? Like you over here just consuming all this stuff. You love anime, you love all this art, you look at art every day. Art makes up so much stuff that what we consume, but when it
absolutely.
gets to the point where you actually have to like back the artists that are being exploited, y'all like,
Right.
nah, this is like y'all are Luddites. Y'all don't like technology. Y'all want to get in the way of progress. Like, oh, it's so much bullshit. I don't understand it. It's crazy to have that mentality.
How do you
It's like
feel
you don't
about
even realize
Mappa?
that you're hurting the creative process that you claim to love in these other areas.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you
Because
feel?
Black folks get hurt some of the most. So like I don't want to get too much into that, but it's like, we got a history of,
Now
people
get into it.
we great and not loving us. This is an extension of that. It's like
hey, Bobby,
the same
what was I
concept.
talking to you about it earlier?
Yeah,
What was I talking to
yeah,
you about earlier? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Go ahead, and get into it. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I mean, that's what
Hey,
it is though. It's like we get all this stuff, we create all these things, and just because it's cool, it's like, well, what happens after that? You inevitably have to give credit to the people that it came from.
Mhm.
And for
Yeah.
some reason, once we get to that part, everybody start acting funny. This weird cognitive dissonance that's happening that y'all just, yes, that funny.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
funny,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's like this weird cognitive dissonance that we just kind of keep playing around with. It's like, nah, this ain't over there. Nah, that's not over there. Nah, y'all don't mean that. Y'all mean this. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You like
Yeah.
the things we produce, but you don't want to give us credit.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
Yeah.
like this
artists have
dude.
been on that,
I
and
like this
black
dude right
artists.
here.
Say it again. Say it again. Bobby was rudely talking all over you,
No,
man.
I'm
Go
just saying
ahead.
I like this dude.
Hey,
I
hey,
like
hey,
him.
let him talk,
I
man.
like him. Yeah.
No, I'm
Go
just,
ahead.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, I think this is the reason why, like, a lot of us are so creative, and a lot of us, gravitate towards art. It's expression. And when you come from a community that your ability to express yourself is cut off or suppressed, you gravitate towards areas in which you can express yourself in abstract ways. Black people do that a lot. We've contributed a lot to art. And there is that extension of, like, yeah, art gets suppressed. Anything that black people are part of gets suppressed even more. It sucks.
Right.
That tends to be the pattern, and people don't realize that it's not just about, like, anybody. Anytime we're talking about this stuff, I hear this a lot. It's like, can't y'all, like, not, why y'all always got to bring this up? Why y'all always got to be about race? Why y'all always got to be about this? All that stuff. It's,
Hey, get over it. Ah! Hey,
it's like,
hey.
y'all. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, y'all showing your hand. You're showing the insecurity and guilt that you feel. It's like, we didn't put that on.
Hey,
You
what did
just don't want to
MLK
talk about it.
say?
Make you
What
feel
did
uncomfortable. I'm just saying. So
This nigga said
it's just a
MLK.
weird thing. It's a weird, like, thing that keeps happening that we don't ever really truly engage with. But then the moment when we do, with clarity, there's still that little back door that people have where they can be like, it's like, nah, like, you was like, why don't you take responsibility for your own failings? Da, 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 da. I was like, no, we don't do all
Hey,
Hey,
Chris, real quick.
hey,
Chris,
tell me
real
who
quick.
said that. Tell me who said that, so I can
Chris, real quick, man. You sounded
follow
like
it.
a mage right now. You
Hey,
sound like a real mage right now.
hey, that's funny that the things he's talking about,
Yeah.
because we got tomorrow, we got a Blade nigga splaining dropping tomorrow, man. And we was talking about a lot of the same. Well, I think the whole thing was talking about exactly what we're talking about right now. And that drops tomorrow. The thing that I want to say to y'all brothers is Blade got okay, so it's been released that Blade is going to be a rated R film, which it wasn't supposed to be. Okay, with this is the one with what's Marshala Ali.
Mhm.
And it's this is what it reads, and Joe Blow broke this. Blade is an R-rated period piece that will tell the story of Lilith going after Blade's daughter's blood to create an army of daywalkers. Oh, you mean some putties? Some fodder, some fodders. That's what the movie. That's what is labeled that the movie is going to be about, and it's going to introduce Blade's daughter.
You know what's
And
crazy? You know what's crazy
yeah,
though
go
is
ahead,
like,
bro.
so like Lilith in Marvel comics, she's mainly like the catalyst or the bad guy for the Midnight Suns. You know what I'm saying? So that introducing her in that capacity, that don't make sense. She's like a big bad guy. You know what I'm saying? That don't make any sense.
It sounds like Demon Slayer. It sounds like the reason why Muzan is trying to get Nezuko so he can come out in the daytime.
That nigga trying to roll a blunt and talk at the same time.
I don't know.
multi-talented.
Hey,
Hey,
you
Yeah,
crocheting that motherfucker? That nigga crocheting
Hey,
it.
these woods be a little bit difficult sometimes if you get the wrong one. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, so we got the artist on here. We read a comic called Summons, which Chris Williams is the writer and the artist of. Am I correct on that? You wrote and drew that?
Yes, sir.
all
Yeah.
right.
Beautiful artwork,
I was
man.
gonna ask. I was gonna
Kudos.
ask if it was written in and drawn by you. So fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so beautiful artwork. Kudos to you, my friend. Hey, beautiful looking. Um, you enjoy writing or drawing better? Which one you like creating, writing or drawing? Which one?
Drawing.
Yeah. Okay.
But like I'm trying to like, certain you have certain ideas that you can only get across if you do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so this just kind of felt like one of those things. Otherwise, I probably would have tried to collab with somebody.
Right.
Something I
Did you
had to get
have
out of
any?
my head.
So
Did you have any
well, hold on
inspiration?
real quick. So for those that don't know, you did collab with John Proudstar, and this is the writer of Tribal. I mean, this is the artist of Tribal Force.
Yeah.
Tribal Force.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John.
you
Yeah, he
put
came
your
to
you
me
put
and
your
we.
dog foot in that motherfucker. I hope you know. Hey, you dug in the ground and pulled out a sprinkler in that bad boy, man. Hey.
Hey, I was looking for my joint last show. I couldn't find it because it was still in the plastic and I had it tucked away. But I was looking for my joint, my Tribal Force joint.
So you did all the different covers.
I did 2 covers.
Okay.
2 covers. I did the main cover and then the one where it's like more in my style and they're all flying in like I think they're kind of it's like an oval shape and they're flying in out of the frame or something.
That's
It's like an
dope.
homage to a Fantastic Four cover.
Okay.
Fire.
That's dope as fuck.
Yo, go ahead, Santo. You was gonna ask Chris something. My bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
You was gonna ask the inspirations.
If you knew, why don't you ask the question? If you knew what I was gonna ask,
I didn't know what you was gonna ask. Don't fucking start with me, nigga.
Hey, I'm sorry. This might get started crazy. These two like to go at it.
But did you see how he just acted?
No, I'm just saying,
I wasn't
no,
rude or
the nigga,
anything, nigga.
but if the nigga,
this
acting
nigga's
like he
high.
knew what I was gonna ask, though. You talking about the inspirations? You know what I was gonna say,
Nigga, don't get rude in front of company. God damn it, nigga.
Nah, so did you
know
have
this nigga high?
the nigga with the red? So when the monster attacked our girl in the room and the nigga with the red hood popped up, you know what I'm saying? Did you have any inspiration for the red hood?
The Megas?
Was that his
name?
Magus?
The Megas, yeah.
Okay, so who was your inspiration for drawing him? Because he reminded me of like an Assassin's Creed looking ass nigga.
Yeah, it was a bunch of things. Like the main inspiration for that, it was Spawn, Doctor Strange, like a little bit of Moon Knight.
Okay.
And
I can see
just bits and pieces of a little bit of everything,
Okay, nigga X so funny. No, because when I was reading it, and he was a character that stood out to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a character that stood out to me, and he was letting no girl know where he was gonna put her up on. Like, she didn't even know who she was, and I was like, I wonder what his inspiration for this was, because I did get some Spawn. Like when I was looking at it, I got some Spawn. I was like, I was gonna ask you that.
He said so there was a quote I wanted to go over with you because there's some things I need to clear up for me. We got the creator on here.
We got him on here.
And let's get it. See, so the Megas or Mystic Mystic hold on. Mystic gathering of
Mystic Events Gatherer and Surveyor.
Okay, say that again real quick.
Mystic Events Gatherer and Surveyor.
Yes. What does that entitle?
That pretty much means like this is a group. It's like the Megas isn't just one person. It's a group. And that's the acronym for their order. For their group. And like pretty much like it is initially a group of 5 wizards, each with a specific elemental ability that they kind of favor or they have an affinity for. And they're charged with maintaining the mystic stability of Earth. So that's what it is. I tried to make it be like all the catalyst for all magical activity on Earth is kind of like this ozone-like layer called the supernatural field. And so they safeguard that, and in a big scuffle they kind of like transfused all the energies so it can kind of be utilized into a book. And that's the Book of Summons. And they pretty much safeguard that.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? All that sounds like it's from the 80s, like a little bit of like Dungeons and Dragons, like a little bit of like Conan, a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. So here, let me ask you this then. So what 80s did you take what did you take from the 80s and what did you put into your comic book? Like what would be like a major influence like like that what's what they call a high
I
fantasy?
want to know. I want to know if John smashed on Leslie. That's what I want to know. If he crashed, was he smashing?
Oh, you caught that vibe?
Yeah, I got that he was smashing, and
It might
especially when
have.
she showed up.
Look, I can't be putting stuff out there like that because I'm a gentleman. I don't be giving my bros secrets like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
But
That's how
there
you do
there
that.
is they have a history, and
Yeah.
that history will be revealed more and more, and it's a pretty complex history that
Mhm.
kind of weaves into other characters in ways that you might not suspect. So,
Okay.
All right. I was kind of confused. I was kind of confused by the dynamic between the Megas and Christine. So she kind of referred to him as the devil, but my man kind of be looking like he looking out for her though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
because from her perspective, like she don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, and she like, who is this dude like coming up to me saying all this crazy shit? Like that's where she's coming from.
Mhm.
She
because
just
she
like is
referred
trying
to
to
him as
figure it all
speaking
out.
of the devil. She said speaking of the devil.
Mhm.
Yes,
So
there is like I just
okay, so that's to come.
there's some
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We don't
Okay.
know
I
everybody's
thought that was
intentions. We don't know what the motivations are. We don't know why they came to where they came
Ah,
to. There might be some, but it might not be what you think. It's really about like shaking up, the perceptions of our, perceived order of things.
Mhm.
It's
so
it's kind of like that.
so I got a nerd because it's kind of related to my next question, but I got a nerd related argument that was going on behind the scenes.
Mm.
Hey, if Bobby, would you like to present it, sir?
Okay.
We go about to nerd out and all of us jump into this little fight right quick because it
Okay.
has something to do with it. Go
Uh,
ahead, man.
so
About
the
to get
maybe
nasty in here, so be
so so
duck,
two
duck.
so 2 days ago, I said that if you had a healing factor, wouldn't it? Doesn't it make sense? Not only would you be strong, get stronger over time, get faster over time, but wouldn't your capacity to learn increase over time as well because you have a healing factor?
I mean, not necessarily.
let him cook.
Like you'd have to get into like, okay, what happens when we heal? If we're like going real world, like what
Okay.
happens when we heal?
Mhm.
And like, think of like a scar.
Okay.
And also, at what point did you get the healing factor? Was it before you had any scars, or was it before? Or is this the type of healing factor that heals everything, you know, up until the point this erase everything that's wrong
Mhm.
with you, even if you've gotten the healing factor after you've sustained certain injuries. Like, what does that mean if you got a broken bone and it healed wrong, but you got a healing factor after the fact?
Mhm.
What's the extent of it? You got to
Yeah.
like establish some parameters for
Some
that.
parameters. Okay, so let's just say everybody okay with Wolverine's healing factor?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm with it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, so all right, so we'll use it like that, right? And right before I had to jump off, me and Santa were talking. So we're talking about like the brain's capacity to learn,
Y'all know y'all
right?
supposed to have a ref when y'all talk. Just so
Right.
y'all know.
So
That's
and
crazy. Nobody called me.
Yep.
hey, so we right before we left off, we were talking about the brain's capacity to learn and how you do experience fatigue when you learn, right?
Mm.
So if you had the ability to to stave off fatigue, wouldn't you be able to collect more information? Wouldn't you?
No, you would just be attentive for longer. You wouldn't be able to necessarily take in more information. Mental fatigue is kind of like, oh, I'm getting tired. My eyes are getting tired. My body's getting tired. So you would be more attentive longer with a healing factor that keeps you rejuvenated, but it wouldn't allow you to learn more or access more information.
But why wouldn't it? if you have the capability of staving off fatigue, though.
Well, because
I mean,
I'll say this, like what you're talking about is this is the thing, like you might be confusing healing with producing more than what your body already creates. Because
Right.
what makes us learn like quickly, what makes us kind of, retain information and explore it and stuff is like our neurons and our synaptic responses.
mhm,
And we only have a finite amount of those. We don't like reproduce infinite amount of synaptic responses.
yeah.
If we did, then maybe what you're saying could happen. But then that probably would alter other parts of our bodies. And are those other parts capable of sustaining this new function in our body? You know what
Well,
I mean? Like, so it wouldn't like a healing factor isn't going to create new organs or new amounts
no,
of cellular activity. It's
Right.
just
no,
going
Oh,
to
okay. I
no,
see what
no,
you're
no.
saying.
take
I see
what
what
Yeah,
we
you're
yeah,
saying.
it would
have,
just
Yeah,
repair what it would just repair what's already there.
and that
Like
would
we were
make us
saying,
retain stuff quicker, and that would make us like, it would make things heal faster.
like
yeah,
if you so like I was saying, if you were in a coma, right? Let's say you're in a coma and your healing factor kicks in. You're in this coma for 3 years, right? And then
mhm,
you get a healing factor from out of nowhere. You come up out of this coma. Boom.
mhm.
Are you smarter than what you were before you went into that coma, or are you? Or because if the healing factor is explained like Bobby's saying, then you will be smarter when you come out of that coma, which doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, no, over time
When-
though. Oh, like, but so like, okay, like you take Wolverine for instance, right? So Wolverine started out as a young man in his 20s when his healing factor kind of kicked
So you
in,
know
right?
who's a perfect example of it is the caveman nigga with the meteor. I forgot his name. DC nigga.
Vandal Savage.
Vandal, Vandal?
Yeah, Vandal Savage. That nigga.
Mhm.
He was a caveman, but he didn't get like he learned over time. Like you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
But that
became
had
a
to do with him
genius.
being
Yeah,
immortality. His
yeah,
Exactly.
immortality was the
yeah,
cause
and
of
he
that.
wasn't, and he didn't grow any extra organs or you know what I'm saying. He over time, right? Over time, he's able to retain obviously a finite amount of information, but over time he's able to retain it because he's able to because his brain is functioning at a higher level, not super, but it's functioning at the highest level it possibly could. You know what I'm
So
saying? That's
Chris, you
that's
were saying it can't produce matter.
Well, I mean, if we're just talking about a healing factor, it would heal any, damaged matter that already exists in your body.
But it won't
It can
create
create
extra.
more
Right.
Okay.
because
Gotcha.
that doesn't, then we're talking about a different power.
Yeah.
You
no,
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
even like Vandal Savage, like I think he healed too, didn't he?
Yeah,
Didn't
he
he
did.
heal as well?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I would say that you have the capacity to get smarter and retain more information, be more focused and
Mhm.
all that stuff. You have the potential and you have the capacity
yeah,
over time, to do all that stuff. But like, as far as like creating more mass in you,
no,
that
yeah, no. I'm not saying that.
creating
I'm
more
saying that.
cells and more like neural, like
It
neurons and
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
activity
Oh,
affect
I,
how
I
far.
and
already
I'm
exist in the
yeah,
human body.
yeah.
That's a different thing, right?
I'm not saying that.
I got to do it to you, Bobby. Hold on, it's going down. Is
Okay.
sorcery magic?
Damn.
Yeah, I
That's
did it to you.
crazy.
I'm sorry.
That's
That,
crazy.
Is sorcery magic? Are those the same thing,
Do
Chris?
sorcerers use magic? Is that
No, no,
that's
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no, no, no, no, no,
Bobby, no,
no, no,
nigga.
no, no, sir. No, no.
what? No, to
Wait,
what?
I thought this is not already a foregone conclusion. Like, are we saying is there a debate that sorcerers don't use magic?
Somebody, I made somebody run off the other day. We ain't gonna talk about that though. I
oh
made
Who?
somebody
gosh.
run.
Hey,
Who?
hey,
Hey,
hold on. It
Speak what
was
you say and say what
okay.
you mean.
So hold on,
no,
wait. So Chris is saying there's no question. Oh boy, that was the Magic the Gathering dude. He said it's not that simple.
Yeah, I'm
Bobby, I'm talking
open
to
to
you.
it.
no, no,
I never knew
no.
it was
So
even questioned.
yeah, no. So Chris. So I got into a debate with a guy like a year, maybe 2 years ago, and he said towards
It
everybody.
wasn't 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years?
It
Was
was
it a
like
year ago?
last year, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
Last
like
it was
year.
last year.
it was
He's trying to
it was
make
like a
it seem
year.
because he know he about to get his ass bust, and he's trying to make it seem like it was 2
Oh,
years ago.
okay. But I got hold on. You just make sure you hold that, and then I'm gonna come back to EXO.
Nah,
So
okay,
no,
yeah,
hold on. So I got into a debate, and this guy told me that sorcerers don't use magic. And that sounded
That's
absolutely
not what he
ridiculous to
said.
me.
That's
What
not
did
what
he
he
say?
said.
What did
He
he
was
say?
saying that they're not the same thing.
Sorcerers and magic aren't the same thing?
That's what
That's
he
why.
was saying.
That's why I
He
asked
wasn't
him how I just asked him.
right. You weren't debating the fact that a magician could use sorcery or a sorcerer could use magic. That's not the question. The question is, are they the same thing?
Are sorcerers and magic the same
Are
thing?
sorcery and magic the same thing? Is
Right.
that what the
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
the practice that they use?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, is there a difference that is there a substantial difference? Is there a substantial difference?
Chris,
I
Chris.
would say
There
so.
could be differences, but is it substantial enough to take them out of the same category? I don't know.
So I think so. Hold on, real quick, Chris. I think you talking about what a wizard
Hey,
like. What's the difference between a
I'll fuck
wizard
with this nigga, man.
and
Hey, go ahead.
what's the difference between like a wizard and a sorcerer and a mage? That's what I think y'all because hey, he didn't tell. So I ran into him in Albuquerque and I made him run off. But we ain't talking about that though. Prince, I made Prince skedaddle. But anyway,
Prince.
Hey,
Prince.
yeah, just so yeah, I got So
Oh, he died a long time ago.
This nigga's
There you go. That's my kind of joke. That's my kind of joke.
I got one for everybody. You know?
So yeah, I think the debate was this is what I thought it was. He was saying that sorcerers don't use magic, they transfer energy. That's what he was saying. That's what I thought he said.
Yeah.
Okay, so magic to me, bow out of nowhere. I got a lawnmower.
Nothing got a something. Like bam, grilled cheese sandwich, nigga. Like no ingredients, no nothing. Grilled cheese sandwich, boom, on the plate. Nigga, that's magic.
He was saying
sorcery.
Go ahead.
Sorcery is using the ingredients in the refrigerator to make you a grilled cheese sandwich because you have source. You have a source. Like I'm using this shit to make.
When has that ever not specifically been seen as magic? What you're describing? Because I view it as like magic is the main category.
Hey, I promise you, this dude was saying sorcerers don't use magic.
Categories under magic. The subcategories under magic are or can be sorcery, or the occult or what have you, or yada yada yada. There's dark and light magic. There's different stuff. So I view magic as the main categories. It's like martial arts. There's different types of martial arts.
Most people do until you start to think about, okay, so why is there a sorcerer and why is there a magician?
Yeah.
And why is there distinct differences between the two? And why
because
do they have different skill sets?
Hold on. Because we're always constantly thinking about a scrap. Right. Low key, I'm always thinking about a scrap.
Sorcerers are born with the ability to use magic. That's the difference between like a wizard and a mage. Like
if I can pick up a fridge, throw that bitch, it's not the same as me making it plummet on your head out of nowhere. That's not the same thing.
Hold on, what?
So are you saying that a non-sorcerer can't learn sorcery?
No. It's how you access the magic. So from like Dungeons and Dragons and like Forgotten Realms, so that's how they view magic. Magic is the source. A sorcerer is born with the ability to do it. There are people who are wizards who have the talent to do it because sorcerers have like dragon's blood or something like that. That's how they have the ability to access magic. So different people can access magic different ways, right? Just like somebody who's a esper, right? So they all got psychic energy, but espers can do different things. Some are telekinetics. Some can get into your mind. Some can cause shit to go on fire.
It's mixed martial arts. There's different types of martial arts powers and how they're accessed.
No, I'm out of there.
No.
So I want to talk about it.
So
I'm just saying.
let's get it clear. So Chris, would you say sorcery is magic?
Do sorcerers use magic?
Yeah, I even based off of like what we're discussing here, I don't see an argument for how sorcery isn't magic.
Thank you.
I haven't heard anything that's disputed that conclusively.
Because I'm listening to everything because I'm usually the judge of this.
Well, I'm saying basically, if Prince was here, he would say something different. So Transformation of
I always go a step further, though. I always go a step further with these conversations. It's not just about whether this category fits over here or that.
Mhm.
If people start disputing the same thing over and over again, I'm asking myself, okay, do you want it to not be magic? Is there
Mhm.
a problem that you have with that designation?
I think it's gonna have a
What's your
problem with the
Yes, I
magic.
mean,
Hold
and
on.
Like
I would
what
answer
is
that
it?
yes, because what we're trying to do is draw a distinction between them. Like,
Absolutely.
granted, you to the untrained eye, a lot of shit looks the same. You know what I'm saying? Just like a Puerto Rican be like, nigga, I'm not Mexican. The Mexican be like, nigga, I ain't Puerto Rican. But they both speak in Spanish. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I mean? It's a
I want to know. I
distinction.
want to know if he go
I
upside
don't
his
know if
head.
it's the
Nigga.
same, but I feel you. I feel you. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but I feel what you're saying. Like
Hey,
that's
so
a funny ass analogy. I'll give you that. That's
we seen a movie.
like out of left field, but that's funny.
We seen a
Like-
movie, fellas. American Fiction. Watch a movie called
Oh, you want to
American
get into
Fiction.
it?
Oh yeah. So I don't even believe. Okay, you know what I hate, and this is a problem I had with. Oh shit, we about to get kicked off today.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Hey, it was nice knowing y'all.
Yeah, it's
No, we
my
do
bad.
this. We say this all the time. We're safe.
So
Peace.
yeah, we already shadow
I'm
banned.
intrigued now.
That's all. So I hate when you like dress up like something already smashed. Like if I've been smashing it for like ages, and then you like repackage it, it's still something that's already been smashed out. So when you sit there and try to tell me like that's the problem I had with they clone Tyrone. Like, oh yeah, we talking about pimps, drug dealers. Once again, talking about pimps, drug dealers, and hey, so how long have I been talking? The fellas that know me, how long have I been talking about this same thing before this movie even exists?
700,000 years.
So I want to dance real quick in the middle of the dance floor, real quick. So it was pretty creative how they did that. Yeah, but they gave us the same shit. They gave us the same shit. Yeah, no matter how you dance it, it's like a and that movie's telling the truth. No, but we still talking about the same shit. I cannot stand to be in that platform. Oh, it is a creative way of telling the same stuff that we've already heard and knew for ages. It's a way to kind of creatively kick you in your ass when you look the other way. And I'm not buying it. Oh, that was creatively done. It's still talking about pimps, drug dealers. Ozza ain't gonna take you, no. And then y'all give it awards. Y'all gave it 7 Oscar nominations. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that movie. It's still talking about the same shit. No matter how you cut it, we are still here talking about the same shit. I can't stand that shit, man. But I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
I like
and
it.
Oh,
like
you
the
liked
movie.
it? Okay, so let's. Chris,
like the movie.
did you like it?
I'll say I liked it better when it was Bamboozled.
Bamboozle was a great movie.
I don't even remember Bamboozle.
They were
This
talking
movie, you
about
remember
this
Bamboozled?
way back. They were talking about
If
this same shit.
if you've seen this movie, you remember Bamboozled. That's all
Yes.
I'm gonna say. But I did like I liked the movie. I understood what it was trying to say.
Mhm.
It don't change the fact that you know what I mean.
We still
So
saying it
you're right.
right now. Right
It
now,
don't
we're
change
still
the
saying it.
yeah. It doesn't change the fact it's retreading. You know, already tread ground.
Right.
But it was trying to say a few things. I just feel like it was trying to maybe have its cake and eat it too a little bit. I wish it would have.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I wish
saying.
it would have like took a particular stance. But
What stance do you think it didn't take?
well, it seemed like it was trying to do that thing where it kind of presents this like quasi militant yet conservative view of how black people are supposed to act. So you've got the conservative part where it's almost kind of like the dude that they would call Monk,
Yeah.
which I like to
Yeah.
play on his name because his first name was Thelonious, and yeah, Thelonious
Mhm.
Monk. You got that
Mhm.
guy, the
It was Jeffrey Wright's character, right?
yeah, Jeffrey
Yeah.
Wright's
Okay.
character. Yeah, but like, so his character was that embodiment of that. It's almost like he's divested from black culture or what he
Yeah.
perceives to be a lesser form of black culture,
Right.
and he
Mhm.
has his reasons. His reasons are part conservative, built around respectability politics. Like black
Mhm.
people shouldn't act this way, but it's also militant and pro-black in terms of like we always get these same messages that demonize us and make us be seen this way, and like this is only pandering to white people and yada yada
Mhm.
yada.
Mhm.
So those are to me conservatism and that kind of pro-black view are almost like
Mhm.
diametrically opposed. You can't
Yeah.
really have both of those used together and it
Mhm.
really be a cohesive thing. So to me, that's a have your cake and eat it too situation.
Mhm.
And then they also had, Issa Rae's character embody this character where it seemed like she was genuine, but also she was playing the whole corporate game where she was
Right.
pretty much
So
admitting
basically,
like
she doing what
to
she
not
doing
be
now.
able. You said that, not me. But
Wow. Wow.
I didn't say that.
Hey, man, he might try to work with her later, man. Don't do that, Bob.
It was like she can recognize it when she wasn't doing it. Like, you
There
know
was
what I'm
some
saying?
contradictory.
Exactly. So and then she got
Same
mad
shit.
when he tried to
Same
flip it
shit.
on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then we bring up the black woman argument, which is a whole nother argument that she used
Mhm.
on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she couldn't recognize it. I mean, she could recognize it when it wasn't her work, but when it was her work, she's like, "What you mean? I'm just playing the game." Like, you know what I'm
Same
But
saying?
could
shit.
she recognize it? Could she? That's what I'm saying. Like, could she recognize that what was going on? I feel like that's not so much an interpretation thing. That's a failure of the movie and the narrative
Right,
to really
right,
firmly place these characters' motivations and their convictions, down.
Mhm.
So we can say that's what they were trying to do. That's what they were trying to do. And narratively, as a story, it's more entertaining for things to be ambiguous. But when you're
right.
dealing with this type of subject matter, and we've already seen it a bunch of
Well,
times.
what about a story? How about just like a random story that tell like the writer of this movie wrote just like a random story.
I think
And it had black
moral
people
of
in
that
it, and it
story
was
was
just
just,
random
bro,
things happening in the
the
random
moral of
movie.
that story was look at how stupid these niggas is. That was the moral of the story. You niggas are stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's a market, right? There's a market for a whole bunch of shit. And he made a book that was supposedly a joke. You know what I'm saying? And when I say niggas are stupid, I'm not necessarily talking about niggas in general, but I'm just
Yeah.
talking about the general population,
Man, what
right?
did you just
You
explain
know,
that in here? Man, what the
Niggas
hell
is
is
yeah.
going on?
I had to. I just felt like I had to say that. I was talking
Okay.
For the
about.
white
I was
people
talking
watching.
about the
That's for
GP.
the
Okay,
two white
yeah,
people
yeah,
watching.
you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
I was talking about
Right.
the GP.
Okay.
So he made something that's supposed to be a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at us, like type shit, like the same discussion that we was having about Dave Chappelle. Now it was supposed
The
to be a
color
joke,
purple.
right? Not expecting it to go anywhere, but motherfuckers love it. They love it because motherfuckers want to relate to it and not feel no pain or shame about what they've done or what they people have done. You know what I'm saying? So if they could laugh at you, I wrote all kind of notes on this shit. The nigga actually made a statement. He was like, it's like the dumber the shit I say, the more money I get. You know what I'm saying? But the average nigga ain't just gonna be like, oh, he just not gonna notice that if he's being himself. He's just saying dumb shit and he's getting money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've heard niggas rap about it. I've heard J. Cole rap about it. I've heard everybody rap about it. They give these idiots platforms and they make the stupid niggas rap.
So you listen to J. Cole, huh?
I've never said I didn't listen to J. Cole.
Yeah.
I said he makes elevator music.
Hey, that's not what you said.
And I
Okay,
stand by what I
that
said.
nigga just got caught.
I stand by what I said.
Hey, Rox, he just got caught on the
What
air.
does Drake make? If he makes elevator music, what does Drake make?
Drake
That
also makes elevator music.
He said he aggressive target music. Hey, what's his name?
he makes music where you get dressed to at American Eagle.
Wow.
Somebody just said, most Def just said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Hey,
Very strategically.
Hey,
I might
hey,
add.
most, I can't really listen to you when you
Thing.
listen. Never mind. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I don't like listening to
Let
old.
me go ahead and.
I almost died.
That
man.
nigga is definitely strategic.
I remember when a Buster, when the Buster asked Will Smith, hold on, when the Buster ass nigga Will Smith dropped the trailer to that Slave, whatever that movie was called, Slave or something. It was called Slave. It was called Slave, I think.
It's called Pickaninny.
Been there.
I don't think it was called either one of those.
So many black people that I know personally. Like, I've touched your hand. We have dialogue. I've known you for a long time. Oh, I can't wait to see that movie. Why do you want to see that? Why do you want to see it? And that's the problem. That's the problem. We're talking about it, but how about Chris Williams, sir? I picked up a book and I actually read a story that has some black people in it. I read a story. How about just a story? Why are we here with this still? Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
We're back here. We're still talking about the same shit.
I know you're asking. Your questions are like rhetorical, but I do think there's answers for them. I think there's answers for them, and this is one of those things where like some people will get mad at this and call us like, like black people don't know how to take accountability, yada yada. You're always on that trauma shit, but like the reality is,
man,
that
didn't that happen to us?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. Like the reason why this stuff is so popular, it ain't got nothing to do with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not even saying, I'm not saying the words, it's not our fault. I'm saying it ain't got nothing to do with us. And that's a difference, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take away accountability for the consumption or the proliferation of it, but we ain't got nothing to do with this. This is not really marketed for or towards us.
Jackass.
It doesn't mean we can't still derive some kind of it doesn't mean we can't still derive like some kind of entertainment or what's the word I'm looking for? Like just like it doesn't mean that we can't get some empathy out of it. It doesn't mean that we can't like get something out of it. It just means that it's not really for us.
It's like Jackass. They have an audience. Like, I don't want to see a nigga get hit in his balls. Like, I don't want to watch a bunch of niggas falling again, but it has its audience and they like that. The people that like that ain't us.
It's cathartic.
Yeah,
it's cathartic. Like we as black people can still get catharsis. We can still feel something real and visceral from these tired ass depictions of what is perceived to be black life.
Yeah,
but also it ain't for us necessarily.
I think it's anytime you can shine a light on someone who's not a person of color, right? And say, look at you and look at the way you're acting. Can you see it now that you're not seeing it from your own eyes, right? When I'm shining a light on it. I think that's always a discussion.
Are you talking about Lisa Ray's character in this particular thing you're talking about?
Not necessarily. I'm talking about
what happened with her.
I'm talking about all the white execs and niggas who was offering him all of this money and shit like that. Like, right. So now when you shine this light on those people, the people who weren't a person of color, I would say, when you shine the light on these people, now do you see how y'all acting? Y'all acting like clowns. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of y'all acting like clowns trying to grab this story that's not even true. And it's some shit that a nigga made up. And he playing you from the jump. So I always like to take the opportunity. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right. I always like to take the opportunity to shine that light on that. Like the culture that y'all think is the culture, or what y'all perceive to be the culture, ain't even really the culture. It's just some shit a nigga just put out there. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For us to accept. Right. I remember like this is a prime example. I remember growing up, I used to love the fuck out of Menace to Society, that movie. I loved it. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Or hold on real quick. Or just to add to that, but like Donald Goines, right? Everybody, when I was growing up, everybody was talking about Donald Goines. Oh, you gotta read a Donald He from the D. He got that experience, and I read 3 of his books. Right, one is a hood book. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Drug addict mama. You know what I'm saying? Pimp. Growing up to be a pimp, and then you got a whole other section that is 3 books. And these dudes are revolutionaries, and they trying to do something different. 2 different depictions, right? 2 different depictions, but one is a basic description of how people, like you said, Chris, people perceive us or some shit that don't have anything to do with us, and it's so popular.
Right.
It's so popular. You know what I'm saying? It's so popular, and so if it's popular, and you know what I say is, people love black pain and black ignorance, and it's kind of like a drug to them, and it's a market.
Hey, am I a coon that I don't watch no black shit? I don't watch nothing black. I don't. If you talking about Martin, and like Fresh Prince, but I don't just like watch like Tubi. Like, I don't be watching like Tubi movies.
I don't be watching a lot of them sitcoms neither, like them Tyler Perry joints and like you know what I'm saying.
I gotta call him. I gotta call him in.
Brown and shit. I don't be watching.
I resent the fact that that's called black shit. I resent the fact.
Hey, I gotta call him in here. I gotta call him in here. Hold on.
You don't even gotta call it that. Like it's
like, yeah. I got a question. Was the nigga wrong for not wanting his book to be specifically under the black author section?
No. It wasn't black author. It was like black studies,
like history.
Yeah, it was like black studies. And he was like, I'm writing a fiction book. What you talking about?
Right. But
that's
do you think
that's not the reason he didn't want it there? Yeah.
Right.
In context, there's nothing wrong with it. In this specific context, there's nothing wrong with it.
Hold up. Wait. How is that not why he didn't want it right there? Because it wasn't what it was. That's not what I don't make no shit like that.
Yeah, but we know that statement that he's making is powered by other sentiments that have to do with him wanting to separate himself from a particular perception of blackness.
That's what
we as the audience know. Yeah, we as the audience know that his character doesn't just want. He's not just doing a semantic thing like where no, I don't want this here because it generally doesn't belong there. No, he also doesn't want it there because he doesn't want to. He has been trying to sever his connection from his what he perceives to be a lower class of blackness.
Yeah, that would be the exact reason why he didn't want it there.
And then he turns around and sees a girl.
Hold on. I think we scrap it real quick, bro. I think there's a scrap happening. Hold on. Go ahead.
Nah, that's not the reason. I'm just saying that's not the reason that he really gave to get his book. That's not why he was frustrated that his book was in that section specifically. I read it as he didn't want it there. He was kind of playing both sides. There's what he was showing and there was what was underneath. And what he was showing was that he didn't want it there because why would anyone think it should be here?
Yeah.
We're all stupid.
So he sold out.
I mean, he's sold out, but like that to me wasn't the sold out moment. That was him feeling a sense of self-righteousness because one, he just wants to be perceived as an author, or so he thinks.
Right.
But that ain't really what he wants. That's the surface thing. I'm a black man, but I'm also happen to be an author. At its face, that's fine. That's a fine statement. But we know, watching him through the movie, that that's not really what he wants, or what he's struggling with. His real struggle.
He don't like
with being black. Period.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he's
that part.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm saying this. Like that's not the main reason. But he don't want nobody to see that because he could come off.
Hey, Jeffrey Wright was Peoples. That's how I know him. He was Peoples. So he Puerto Rican.
Hey, I almost said that. I almost said somebody's name, man. Maybe similar to another artist that we talked about here not too long ago, by the name of June July. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, his perception. So yeah. Hey, they can run all they want to, man. You can run from it all you want to. You still a pickaninny. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, I want to end it off this. it's like I'm gonna reference She-Hulk. I never thought I would ever do that. I'm gonna reference She-Hulk. At the end of that show, they did something very meta where just because you make fun and bring up how shitty copy and paste the third act of MCU material is doesn't make it less trash.
Mm.
I don't know why like they try to connect in that way. Like, isn't this shit trash? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go in the back and there's literally a robot writing these movies because it understands how people think and what they want. Isn't this kind of crazy that this is going? It doesn't mean that you just wrote some captivating shit, and that's how I feel about this fucking movie. It don't just because you showed me something in a different platter don't mean you captivated anything. I hate when that happens. Don't try to make
at
fun.
the end.
You said what?
Yeah. They kind of did that at the end of this movie.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
That same kind of meta thing where remember when he was going through the endings?
Yeah,
I actually wanted to get y'all's take on that. Like,
okay, go ahead, shoot it.
why do you think y'all know the different endings that he kind of cycled through with the director at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Why do you think he rested? What do you think they were trying to say when they rested on that ending where he got killed?
Trauma dump.
Shut up.
Exactly.
It's a trauma dump that black trauma is going to sell. That was the point that they was trying to make because he was like,
because you love to see a nigga get slapped up.
But think about it. They went through 3 different endings, if I'm not mistaken. One of the endings was like, oh shit, nigga, I can tell the truth. One of the endings was like, oh, I can get the girl that I love. Or
ain't it crazy that won't fill up a theater and see a black man get beat up?
Right. The last one was like, we can trauma dump. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, we know he wrote the book. We know he's not some nigga from whatever prison, Alcatraz, he was supposed to be in. We know his story, but yet he still gets blasted on stage in front of a whole bunch of white motherfuckers. It's still a black trauma dump. So that's when he was like, perfect, nigga, we finna film this shit ASAP. Hey. But did y'all see the nigga from Get Out? The slave nigga when he was walking out and he seen the nigga from Get Out sitting there with the hat on. I said these niggas is wilding.
Hey! Just think about this. I make a movie for $1 million and it makes $52 million because people like seeing a black man get his ass whooped on screen for an hour and a half. Just think of the process. Think of the thought process of that. I want to go see that. No, I don't. Fuck out of here. Hey, fuck this movie. Hey, well, let's get some ratings real quick. What we got?
I don't think this movie was about a black man getting his ass whooped.
No, it was
more exposing. I think it was exposing the industry for how gullible the people really are. I think this movie could have been made with something other than the black culture, and it still could have made the same point. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why wasn't it?
It didn't have to.
Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it?
Yeah,
because of Oscar bait.
Right.
There you go. 7 Oscar nominations. 7.
But do you think that it was?
It's almost like the movie
executed that well.
You said what?
Like, do you think it executed that well? Like, do you think it executed this idea? Like that ending right there, where obviously he got shot up, and that was the ending. Like, it's doing some meta commentary on, like, it's kind of exposed how like Hollywood and how films kind of take these depictions of us and yada yada yada. Do you think it was saying something? Do you think it had a justified analysis on that, or do you think that it failed in execution and just resulted in another thing that was proliferating that same misconception about black people?
I think this movie did what it did in the movie in real life.
But
what happened in the movie happened in real life. It got 7 Oscar nominations.
So did it fail in its execution? Do you think it failed in its execution?
You think that was that the initial execution is what you're saying? You think that was it?
I think that's what it was trying to do. I think that's pretty clear that it was trying to represent itself as a movie that was trying to have kind of like this commentary, this meta commentary on black entertainment and how it's, how it's exploited, for people other than black people. But did it execute that well, or did it just become another thing that it's critiquing?
It is saying the motherfucking same thing that the things that they are talking about happening in the movie. We're still talking about it.
So it sounds like you don't think that it executed its
hell no.
But
Hell
isn't that the
no.
paradox though?
Look how-
Isn't that the
Look how the nigga dressed right there.
That's what
nigga.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's kind of my point.
No, but
It's a
that don't.
paradox.
It's almost like, hey,
But that's the paradox, though.
No, hold on. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. Hey, KFC is horrible for the fucking body.
You was
Hey,
cool when Psycho P.
hold on,
You
hold
was
on,
cool
hold
when
on.
Psycho P had it on.
Hold on.
But it
But
hit.
that's,
You was cool when Psycho P had it on.
oh no, I didn't. I wasn't cool with that, nigga.
You was cool with that.
I gave
What
that
happened?
a vulture like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I gave
he
it a vulture.
he did get that
What you
vulture.
talking about,
I
nigga?
ain't gonna lie to
I'm
you.
talking about the Psycho P part.
Hey, did he have bars though?
He did have bars.
He did have
so,
bars.
yeah.
He
So
did.
calm down, nigga. Hey, check this out. Check this out. What you're saying is still being said. I hate. KFC is bad for the body. Black people need to stop eating that. But that shit good than the motherfucker. That shit
Cut that
bomb.
water off.
It doesn't matter. We still talking about the same shit though.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I will never. You could dress it up however you want. They clone Tyrone, tried to do the exact same thing. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me give you the same shit. I'm not having it, man. Nah, you can keep that shit over there. Fuck that movie. I say 0. It's a fucking 0. And then y'all try to throw some drama in there, and with his brother and the dad situation, man. I'm 0. I'm out.
I don't even think that had nothing to do with that. I didn't even.
He was
remember
running. He was running from a sculpture because of his siblings.
I think the nigga was him being more gay.
And his dad
was like I thought was more of an issue than the shit that he had going on with his mom or with his dad. Because even when his mom's was like, she hit the nigga with the Q word, you know what I'm saying? And then he got real upset about that, and he was getting ready to dip. So I thought that was more of the struggle. And ironically, the brother was more black, more accepting of the culture than he was. You know what I'm saying? He turned out to be the gay one, but I think that was his struggle in the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has to come to terms.
Yeah, they had some father.
They
had some father issues. Both of them did.
Most
they kind of
definitely
all did. Yeah,
most definitely. Because he even said like, "Shit, nigga, at least that nigga would have died knowing the real me," type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like a lot of his struggles came with him being gay, not with necessarily adapting the culture. Like the other nigga had a real difficult time adapting the culture.
That dude was funny. I thought he was one of the best characters in the movie.
Yeah, he was funny as shit. He was probably my favorite character too, because he reminded me of like it wasn't. I didn't get it like it wasn't forced with him. I didn't feel like it was an act. I forget the actor's name, but he's been in a lot of shit. Like
Sterling
you know
K.
what I'm saying? Yeah, and I really felt like you know that was a real person. You know what I'm saying? The other nigga, I felt like he was forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I know some niggas like that in real life. Some niggas who ain't really like they niggas, but they ain't niggas like us though. Like you know what I mean? So.
Hey, I wanted to talk about this Inuyasha the movie.
No, y'all seen Archer? This artwork didn't remind y'all of Archer?
Man, hey,
Okay.
I want to ask the artist, what do you think about them thick ass lines and the way they move? Man?
It's a choice. It's definitely a style. I'll tell you what, I didn't mind it in the because they also use that style. This is kind of like the rebooting style. They started using this style with what was it, the Long Halloween? They adapted the Long Halloween, Batman the Long Halloween.
Yeah.
That's the first time I saw that style, and then also the Superman, like one of the first Superman ones. So this was that point where they're differentiating from the older previous New 52 animated Justice League style or Rebirth stuff, where that stuff concluded with like the Dark Justice League War or whatever, Apocalypse War or whatever.
Apocalypse.
That was the last.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Oh, that shit was fire. Hey, but check this out. That animation, I did a little digging. That animation studios, there was a lot of swallowing of companies that happened, and a lot of those people were like out of work.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? So that studio that used to animate them before was getting a little expensive. So now we not messing with y'all. We're gonna go with this cheaper route. And that's what we have here now. So but there was a different animation studio back when it was animating that stuff. And I thought that stuff was beautiful.
It wasn't bad though. Like once I got used
I
to
think
it,
that's
looks like Arthur and like C Lab 2021 and that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I really enjoyed the movie. I'm not gonna cap to you. I really enjoyed the movie. Like I got past the art shit.
You mean the Flash movie? It was a Flash movie.
It's always a Flash movie, bro. It's always a Flashpoint fucking movie every time, bro. But
I mean, it's the comics though.
Yeah,
It's the comics though. This is what happened in the comics.
yeah.
It's not like it's adapting anything where it's trying to specifically highlight one character over the other. This is what happened in Crisis in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, so we can't really go on this thing where like, man, like this is just the Flash movie, or this is just a like. Crisis.
Okay, hold on. How about if I say it's just a Flash movie? How about like that? Hey, and I feel like I'm glad I didn't read this because I don't like what I'm seeing. That shit. There was no punch. Nobody got punched in the mouth. Nobody.
You got to see part 2 though, because the way this ends, this totally changed DC Comics.
Yeah.
This story arc totally changed DC Comics, and it was the event in comics. It was the comic book event. It pretty much is the reason why there's a comic book event in comics every other 2 years.
This is the same reason why DC can switch continuities like that. They can reboot because of Crisis on Infinite Earths. You know what I'm saying? They can reboot.
It's always a callback to this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it feels like a Flash movie, because all these newer events that we're seeing adapted are really callbacks to this. It's kind of like the analogy I always use is like you know how the Ghost in the Shell movie came out, that live action Ghost in the Shell movie came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it has some really cool visuals, right? But wasn't nothing really popping off with it that was original, because we had already seen this shit in so many other things that ironically ate the Ghost in the Shell source material.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's why like we have to kind of keep that in mind in the back of our head when we like critiquing this stuff.
My favorite character was in it, Incapacitated Man. Y'all ever heard of him? Incapacitated Man. Yeah, that was Superman. I think it was on the floor crying the whole entire. Hey, I need to see some punches.
Hey, my favorite nigga was in there too. The Question, and he would be questioning everything. He said, "That nigga said, hold up, man."
Why you tell them over your name?
I like how they did him.
He said, "How we just supposed to believe some shit that you tell us and you ain't showing us no shit?" And
hey, message. Hey, I don't know if y'all was at where I was at in my mind. That was sending a message. Hey, you just gonna give up your
races. They changed the races of all these characters. Why haven't we seen a black Question? Because that would be the dopest character. Right? Like he's teed up to be a black character as far as I'm concerned. Like
I think he is black.
He kind of beigeish. He's beigeish.
Hey, that nigga said, hold up, man. Hey, he said, hold up.
I know y'all ain't fitting to just go along with this bullshit. Like y'all, like what y'all doing real quick?
And we can claim Piccolo, we can claim Question.
Hey, I ain't never claimed Piccolo. That nigga green than a motherfucker.
Yeah, Piccolo was in the
whoa.
Piccolo's
that nigga's in the
He a green nigga that take care of other people's kids.
Whoa, sir. I would not tolerate the Piccolo.
Agree.
Oh
Go
yeah.
there. You about to disrupt the whole.
Hold on.
Let's blow it up.
Hold on.
You don't want to do that.
Hold up. There's green niggas. Did you hear what I said? Green nigga.
What?
I know a white nigga. I know a white nigga for real. I know a white nigga like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I know a Arab nigga. That's my nigga. I know a couple Chinese niggas. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. To you.
That's facts. Roman's godfather is an Asian nigga.
He a green nigga that take care of other people's kids. He a green
nigga.
Man.
Wow. Let's just talk about this, man. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
That was hilarious, man.
I don't like how I seen Batman. He wasn't doing no kicks. I ain't like how I seen Flash. Like, oh my god, I gotta run again. It's time to run again.
I like Batman. I really like Batman. I felt like they kept essence to like his dry humor, that Batman shit. He was like when Arrow said it ain't like he gonna kill us. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga looked at that
y'all
nigga.
feel like we caught in a multiverse loop. Y'all don't feel like that with the material that we consume. Do y'all feel like we're in a multiverse loop? Because it's almost
Well,
like we're looking at the same
what more
versions
can
of
you
this
ask for
versions
from
of.
the adaptation, though? Like, if you want the adaptation from the comic books, what more can you ask for?
No, I don't, nigga.
Hey
I don't
man,
want it.
I
don't want
thought you was a DC dude.
Nah, man, I don't want it. I'm looking at 3 different Spider-Mans, 4 different Supermans. Nigga, we're caught in a loop. We're caught in a
About to
loop,
piss
and we're like,
everybody off.
No,
hey,
that's
man,
fire
hey,
though.
man.
But no, that's absolutely fire that they had the to go intangible as the anti-monitor was hitting them. Like, it's more than just niggas fighting and getting hit in their face. Like, it's bigger scale shit than that.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
What, nigga? Go back to them old movies. That's what it was about. The fuck, them old DC movies. They got busy. The fuck you talking about? They would have in an hour and a half. They would have had like 8 scraps already, nigga. In an hour and a half.
That type of story. This wasn't that type of story. You don't remember when he said this is a think tank? They literally called it a think tank when they was all getting together. There's no fighting in a think tank. It's thinking.
I think I'm gonna take the tank and give it an F. Nigga.
He want to fight. He want to fight tank. That's what he wants.
Aquaman looked like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing up there with them niggas. When the nigga
quick,
was like, "Yeah, Aquaman smart too." That nigga was
real
like,
quick, let's get American fiction. Great. How many fires we give it? I give it a 0 fire. I didn't hear from nobody else.
What's the scale? What's the
scale of 1 to 10 fires out of 10
but
fires?
You can, if you like it more, you can go above 10 fires. But 10 fires is the cap.
I'll probably give it a 7 just in terms of the movie. I know the subject matter is probably what doesn't make it a full, but like, yeah, I do a 7.
Santo. American fiction we talking about.
Yeah, I kind of want to say, like, I like it more than the 6, but I don't really think it's a 7. You know what I'm saying? But it's somewhere in between that, because I don't think it was bad. I liked it, but I didn't think it was like absolutely fire. But I got what they was trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Bobby.
I give it a 7. I thought the acting was really good. I think that this is the main thing though. Like, for me, it's like this conversation we have here. I feel like we're gonna have it forever because there's nothing's good enough for any of us.
Yeah, we ain't
gonna. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have it tomorrow, nigga. You gonna call me and then we gonna talk and we all gonna get mad and hang up on each other. That's what's gonna happen.
What do we give this?
Talking though.
What do we give this?
I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7. Maybe because of the paradox that it presents.
You talking about this Justice League?
That's crazy.
No, I'm talking about this whole thing. How it's a cycle, and Chris, you're right. It doesn't take a firm stance on either because none of us have the right answer. I feel like other groups of people don't have to deal with this, right? They don't have to deal with this part of us. Like we like. I feel like it like they're telling us, hey, like y'all never gonna have your shit together. That's what I feel like. It's a kick in the nuts a little bit, but the acting was good.
Hey, Rock, did you watch it?
That's for American fiction.
Nope, did not watch it, and it looks like I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, I'll give it an F and a half.
Can we get to the one I want to talk about?
Okay, which one's that one?
The archive.
Okay, yeah, we definitely can get to that.
Can I get my rating so niggas don't respect me?
Santo, what's your rating, man?
Can you move the picture back while I get my rating?
I thought you said 7. No, you did. You already gave your rating.
Not this. I'm talking about Justice.
Oh yeah, it should be an F, nigga. What's up?
Oh, okay.
I would like to give
this real quick.
Yeah, I would like to give this 8.5 fires. I thought.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Oh, I liked it. I brought it up to y'all a while back.
Sure. Whatever,
I'm waiting for part 2. I reserve judgment for part 2.
Yeah,
thank you, Rock.
I'm waiting for part 2 as well.
Thank you, Rock.
Fuck that movie. Yeah. Hey, and fuck this movie too. Hey, if you didn't know the title of today is R.I.P Movies. This movies is out of here. They're dead.
I agree with you on this shit though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This movie was
a certain point where I just cut this shit off. Like, I didn't watch the last 10 minutes of this shit. After the colorful dance shootout, nigga, I was like, yeah, nah.
My nigga sliding on his fingers, like, what the fuck is this, man? Go ahead, Chris. What's up, man?
I almost wish that y'all had picked this one first for us to talk about, because like I have like no feelings whatsoever about this bullshit. I have no real.
Damn, am I the only one who liked it?
Yeah, this was
Wow.
absolutely
I had to stop it halfway
Wow.
and then come back to it to
trash.
finish it.
Hey, the
Wow.
only thing I'm gonna have
halfway
to
and
do
then
right
come
now, I gotta do something real quick. This is when you being the coon, you're gonna hear this. I gotta give one of the rocks. That's the only reason you like this movie, right? Because
No, why?
yeah,
Hold on.
that's what I believe.
I need you
That's
to
what I
tell me why.
believe. That's what I
why
believe.
Why did
That's
I
what I
like it?
believe.
Hey, do I
Why
need to
did
get
I
him?
like it?
My
Hold on, do I
belief
need to
doesn't have
get
to
him?
be true. My belief doesn't have to be true.
Do I
That's
do I
my
gotta go
belief.
get him? I gotta go get him, don't I? To sing it.
Go ahead.
Do I gotta go get him?
Yeah, go get him, man.
Hold on. Let Rox defend himself. Go ahead. Rox,
No,
what you
no. Since you want to do it first, go
No,
ahead and
tell
do
me
that.
why the movie was good. Why was the movie good, right?
So hold on.
Tell me why.
Because I want to. This niggas want to throw the coon now. I actually enjoyed the movie. Well, okay. See, this is why.
Okay,
This is
go
why I
ahead.
didn't want to talk.
Go ahead.
Can I please
Yes, you
finish?
enjoyed the movie.
Can I
Why?
finish?
Go.
Can I please finish?
No. Go ahead. For real. We about to get up out of here, man. Come on.
Because if one of y'all niggas do it, I'm gonna kick one of y'all.
Man,
Go ahead.
do your thing, man.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead, man.
thank you, Santo. You're always reasonable.
He's
So
sleep.
watching the movie, not knowing where it was gonna go, it did a really good job of kind of surprising me of like where the route was at with the storytelling of why she like reading the book or
Hey,
her
so making
writing the
me
book.
laugh.
Can we be respectful, gentlemen? Can we be
I'm
respectful?
not
Hey,
bad, man.
hell no,
Making
man.
me laugh,
Hey,
man.
what the fuck you talking about, right?
He pouring his heart out right now.
Nigga,
Hey,
you
pouring his heart
trying
right now.
to break down this trash, nigga.
Hold on, let him
You're
finish. Let him
trash.
finish. Let him finish, man. You making me laugh. Okay.
That's why we got movies like American Fiction, because y'all don't know how to act. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why.
Bingo, bongo. Hey, Chris, hey, you see all this coonery they doing? Look at the coons. I gotta give y'all a coon card.
You gotta calm down.
Hey, man, this is an all white class, and
You know,
hey,
Bobby,
they
can you sing it for EXO?
They got pale Aunt Vicky from Roseanne on here, man. Come on,
Come
man.
on, let Rox finish, man. Go ahead,
Come on,
Rox.
man. Go ahead,
Fuck
man.
y'all.
Go ahead, man.
No, hey, I wasn't laughing at you, bro. I was laughing
Hey,
at this EXO made me
it's
laugh.
a respectable fuck y'all.
Hey, okay, yeah. Hey, Rox is our dude that likes horrible movies. He loves horrible
I'm just
movies.
saying, though. I was just laughing because EXO made me laugh. That's all.
Hey, I give it an F. I feel you. I didn't give a fuck what was happening on that screen. I was out of there. I seen the cat. I was like, man, get this cat the fuck up out of here, man. Aunt Jackie, that was her name, Aunt Jackie, man. Yeah, I don't care about nothing of this. Santo, did you like this, man?
Nah, I thought it was like that. Some shit your dog wouldn't even eat. I done gave my dog some dog food before. I'm like, I'm gonna try some new shit. And that nigga, look at that shit. Look at me like, I'm not eating this shit. It was like this shit was absolute trash. Argyle. I was like, Argyle.
Argyle. Yeah, hey, they had Buzz Lightyear cut Henry Cavill in the buff suit, man. I was like, man,
I feel like this is his best movie.
Okay,
talking history behind that comment right there.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, just so
that was definitely
Chris,
his best work.
They're throwing a shot at me because my favorite comic book movie of all time is Man of Steel. That is mine. I love that movie. So yeah,
I love Man of Steel.
Yeah,
that's
Man of Steel.
That's the best. Exactly. That's the best Zack Snyder DC movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's
everything else went downhill from there.
Watchmen.
They totally fumbled the setup. They fumbled the setup completely after
Man. So fellas, there's one more on the docket, and then we out of here. We're gonna cover this in like 2 seconds. Underdogs. That's fiction. That's American fiction.
yeah, real life fiction.
American fiction.
It has some heart.
It had heart. It had more heart than Argyle.
The football team. The football team.
I like Snoop.
It's based off his truth. What do you do for real, right?
Yeah,
it was a vanity project. Like it was for sure a vanity project.
Yeah, Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
They call him Uncle Snoop, don't
What
they?
you expect?
They call him Uncle Snoop. Is that right, Bobby?
That's what they call him, Uncle Snoop, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Them
Snoop.
boys in there.
I like Snoop.
Yeah.
I like Snoop.
Hey, we feeding right into it. Look at y'all. Oh, I like it.
I like Snoop.
Hey, Mike Epps was a gangbanger
you know why I
on
like
there.
Snoop? You know why I like Snoop? Because my
You wear
mom
them
one time I
auntie
watched,
kits. You wear them auntie in the middle of the night hairstyles thing. My bad. Go
nah,
ahead.
I'll tell you what, like I watched, me and my mom was watching Training Day one time, and she always loved Snoop's cameo to the point where she would repeat. It smell
That's
like bacon in this
hey,
motherfucker.
let me
Like,
tell
that
you
was
who is
her
this?
favorite
Who is
line.
this? Who is this? You referring to?
His mom.
My mom.
Your mom, your mom just became. I want to meet him and be like, are we best friends? Because that is my favorite part of that entire movie. His scene.
I don't want to make
Cap.
I don't want to make things awkward. I just like a little bit vulnerable moment here. She did pass.
Oh,
My condolences,
But she,
bro.
condolences, man.
I appreciate it. But she had like great taste in movies, and she would like love the wildest shit. And so we would bond on just stuff. We would bond on Marvel movies and stuff like that. And she loved Training Day, and she was afraid to watch it at first until she watched it, and then she loved Snoop's character, and she would repeat that line. Smell like bacon in this motherfucker. Like you
Oh, man.
always say it like, Mom. And I'm like,
Hey, he was like, he wrote up, he's like, yeah, turn out for crack. Crack. It smell like bacon in this motherfucker. That is my favorite scene in that movie, which is crazy. That entire movie, that's my favorite scene. Yeah.
Yeah. So because of that alone, I have to give Snoop a pass on most things that he does. But that's just me. It doesn't mean that the movie was great. It does not mean that.
I do like that he was cussing in front of the kids. I do like that. That shit was I do like all the cussing. I do like that. Like, everybody would just
like, does he do that in real life? Like, does he do that in this boot camp?
That is real life. I work with the youth. That's what it is. That's exactly how they talk to each other. They talk to adults like those little knuckleheads talk crazy to adults because they out here running wild. And they got a strap on them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Hey, it's
your American fiction is showing, man. Your American fiction is showing.
It is. Be careful. It is. That's what they do.
Just be careful.
That's what they do.
My day. You know what I mean? You gotta just be careful now.
Hey, fuck this movie. I say fuck.
Whoa. What's up, Mama Saf?
Hey, just because Chris just made me say fuck this movie, man. As a matter of fact, hey, we gotta say fuck this movie because of the auntie raps, the auntie raps that he was wearing in that movie.
I got some bonnets in there. I got a couple bonnets.
Are they aunties?
I got this silk black one. I got like a blue one that got like these gold circles on it. I be wearing that one a lot. That's like my casual bonnet. I got a lot of them.
Hey, didn't you get that bulletproof one? That ceramic?
Ceramic yeah. You talking about my Teflon? I got a Teflon bonnet and a Bushido bonnet.
Yeah, that shit go when you done with it. Hey, what y'all think of this movie? Ratings? We about to get up out of here, man. Where are we getting ratings on this?
I like Snoop.
What does that mean? Can I get out of fire? Can I get fire?
Hey, for me, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Just for the message alone, I give it an 8.
Nice. The message alone, I do fuck with the message.
Because y'all know I'm a coach, so
yeah,
seeing how he went through some of the kids' background of like what they're dealing with just to play football or be a part of this. That shit was amazing.
You know what, Rocks? Hey, you know what? Since you bring that to the forefront, I'm gonna raise my rating up a little bit to a 2. It was a 2. Yeah,
hey,
you're right.
Hey, that's better than what you had first.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris. What you got on this, man?
I'll probably give it a 6. I think it's better than average because of the message and the heart that it's got in it. Slightly better than average, which would be a 5.
And that Mighty Ducks reference that Mike Epps gave, I was like, yeah, I always looked at it like that. That's exactly how he got up in there.
That's
like that.
hey, that shit was funny as hell.
Bobby.
I'll give it a 6. Everybody knows Snoop does this in real life too, or he did do that, and you know a lot of kids are going
still
through that.
does it.
That
He
would be
still does, yeah.
that would be biased. That would be
Yeah.
biased.
Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, 100%. It's kids going to the going to college because of him. So
Well,
I mean,
you saw they had like at the end of it said like at least 6 or 7 of them went to the league.
yeah, yeah. So
So-
I mean, you like regardless of what you think of Snoop, I think that's a I think that's a great thing that he's done. So yeah, I gotta give it a 6.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Rocks? I mean, I didn't want to go to him. I thought Santo. Nigga.
Yeah, I like Snoop, man.
Give it a rating, man, so we can get out of here, man. You
I
holding this all captive, man.
I like Snoop.
Why don't you just give a rating then, nigga?
Because I first with Snoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
Snoop.
I like Snoop out of 10. That's what it was.
Thanks for coming and chilling with us, man. We can be a little dysfunctional, man. It happens in here. I appreciate you, my guy. Coming and hanging out with us. Hey, Santo, can we put the link to get your comic in the chat real quick? Can you give us that? You got a website? Throw out there?
Yeah. cdubart.com. That's my name.
cdubart.com. Write that in the chat for me.
I got you.
So, hey, thanks, man, for coming to hang out with us, man.
Thank you,
love your work, man, and thanks for coming and nerding out with us, man. You know what I'm saying? You are a nerd like us, sir, and I'm gonna have to get you in a debate one of these days, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh, he gonna cook too.
I you know what I'm saying? This is all when you meet somebody, you shake their hand, you know what I'm saying? You feel them out, see if they know their shit. And I see you know your shit, so what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get up in here
A little bit.
and get the scrapping with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks, man, coming up with us, man.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, my guy.
Hey man, appreciate you.
All right, family. Great work. My nigga, keep it up.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah, man, I like Snoop, man.
hey, you still in there gonna get no rating? I understand.
No, I like Snoop.
Okay,
like
so you
Snoop.
just gonna end the show with a problem instead of just like,
Yeah, man. Snoop is a good dude, man. Snoop is a real good dude. He do.
So you don't want to put it on. So you feel like you're gonna lie later on? You don't want to put it on tape?
Snoop is a real good dude.
I'm asking a question. Is that why you're not saying it?
He do a lot of positive stuff in the
Okay.
community.
Hey, fellas, can we before y'all get out of here? Can we now start calling shit like this a run? Because I told all y'all I like to keep records of all y'all lies. Nigga. And since I pulled that evil, and since I did that when evil lurks on his ass, nigga. Now he don't want to give a rating on the movie, man.
I like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. Hey, another one. DJ Khaled voice.
I give it a 10.
There you go.
Yeah, no.